Hello there and welcome back. Well, this is it. We have got a brand new one-day special because we've got the lovely Els here because we are talking Elizabeth Craft Designs and we are talking the most incredible deals. I'm going to talk you through the two one-day specials that we've got, but do hold fire because I've got a feeling that you want to go for the complete collection that we've got at the bottom because so many of you are going for that already. I mean, it's been popular already, Els.
It's been popular, yeah. So this is a brand new line. It's from two new designers from the Netherlands, Els and Charlene. I know they're watching, so hello Els and Charlene. And two incredibly talented ladies, they're friends and they're so creative and I'm learning so much from them. So I'm super excited that it's finally
and
here.
And I love this idea because you're learning again alongside many of us with regards to journals and planners and all sorts of things.
Yeah. So what this is, this is a line by itself, of course, a journaling line, but it goes so well with the planners we did yesterday.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are using it there. So that's what Els and Charlene did with the samples as well. So it's going to be incredible and it's going to be nice.
And you can see straight away we've got stamps and we have got dies with these. Now we've got the details on your screen there for your two different one-day specials, set 1, set 2, but we have got your complete bundle. Now if you're going for both of those one-day specials in your complete bundle, then don't worry, you are still getting those individual savings of your one-day specials, but in addition you are getting the most incredible paper pad to work with them. But already over 10% of the stock has gone of the complete collection. It was selling before, it was probably half an hour ago, it was flying out already at that stage.
Yeah,
I think,
we did a little sneak peek of Facebook. So we did a Facebook Live. But it's you know, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the ladies because we've been waiting for this quite a while. It's their first collection together.
Beautiful.
So it's just fantastic.
It is. And there's so many different interactive elements that you've got with this. Now of course we're showing you the first of our one-day specials, details on your screen. I love these gate elements that you've got here. These are beautiful.
Gates, and that's a stamp. So what it is, so you will see in the samples, because you know we split it up in two, but you will see in the samples, especially in the planner, that a lot of it is combined. So that's why you see different elements on there. Look at this one. I love this one.
Seed pods. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's absolutely, that's actually by Anita Isendorn. I absolutely love that sample, and more is going on inside of that one as well.
Let's have a little look inside.
Let's open it.
Wow.
You see, it's just absolutely beautiful.
And again, you've seen that gate.
So if you see, so you see what's going on there already. You see the stamp, you see the die. In the background here, you see the stencil. That's one of the stencils. The lantern. So everything is combined, and it's so much fun to do.
Definitely.
And I'm just a starter. As I said,
scratching the surface.
I'm scratching the surface myself, but it's fantastic to see and do.
And many of these elements are using both of the one-day specials. So that's your first one-day special because it's flying out so much. I'm keen to show you everything. So here you can see you've got your 3 dies at the top there. You've got your 3 sets of stamps. You've also got your 2 stencils that are coming to you. These are beautiful. Such good sizes, these ones are.
It's a good size stencil. It's actually, I just found out that this is actually a very perfect size to use on a planner page as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So it's I just did that, but
beautiful.
They did such a great job.
And can I just show you, because obviously it's a bit tricky holding those up and showing you. These, my goodness, when you see these, that mandala, it's actually been embossed into. Oh, well, actually,
that's a paste. It's a paste. Texture paste. Paste. And then Charlene made that one for me. It's so it's she just watercolored.
It's beautiful. Again, lots of texture with regards to the other elements that you're getting within these, and that's kind of moved along as it says.
Moved along exactly, and there you have the hearts different. So you get 4 different. 4 different patterns on that stencil.
That one is set 1. So if you're wanting set 1, the details on your screen, just choose set 1 as your option. Set 2, though, we're going to move over and show you this particular one. Now, something I must mention as well, 17th of March is your dispatch date with this one. I must get that in nice and early, but definitely worth the wait. Set 2, let's have a quick look at set 2. This is where we see, again, that gorgeous mandala in a die form.
That's in the die shape, so that's why they did such a great job, with combining everything. It's you know, it's so much fun to work with. It is, and that mandala, I know they did a great job on that. But look, and so they both have the style of girls. So that one is from Charlene, and the other set is from Ilse. And look at the stencil. That's just a very fun one to use. I actually used that one already. It's very fun to use, I have to say.
Lovely, I like that as well. Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Again, popular, but the complete collection is just flying out at the moment. You can see here you've got, again, your one-day specials being used here. The mandala in the backdrop there. Again, those seed pods looking fabulous. Got this little lady. There she is.
That's done by Anna, one of the design team members. And you see the stencil there, the hearts in the background. And then you are special in the front. That's, of course, that's something from the planner line. So
that's it. And of course, within the complete collection, the details at the bottom of your screen, you are going to get these alongside the stencils that we saw previously. That script one. Oh,
isn't it gorgeous?
I love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Absolutely
so
beautiful.
Much fun to use.
There we go. Now, we're going to give you the details of your complete collection because that's the way the majority of you are getting hold of them. Because, of course, you're going to have 6 sets of dies, you're going to have 6 sets of stamps, and you're going to have 4 of those fabulous stencils. But you know what? It doesn't stop there. You are getting the most incredible papers. Check these out. Els, I have to say, these are amazing.
These are amazing, yeah. And so Ilse is a graphic designer, so that's her background. But the papers, what she did is she interchanged them all. So you have 12 different sheets, but then the designs kind of, you can find them on 2 different pages, but they don't have the same background.
Okay.
So that's why it's so special.
That's it. Now, they've got beautiful papers. Each side there is a flip side, but you'll see this design appear later on within the collection, but it will have a different backing with regards to it. These have been put together so beautifully, Els. Love these designs. Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, this particular one here, again, see where you're getting those designs, the mandala featuring with this one.
Exactly. And in the bottom, you see one of the dies. That's like the branch there on here.
Yes.
So that's one of the dies that she brought back on the paper.
Now, as I flip that one over, you'll see that you've got a different kind of design there. I love this. It's almost like a lava print there. Now, if I show you this one, because you saw there a few moments ago that design on that side, different one on that side. If I show you the flip side of this one, it is totally different.
Yeah.
I love that idea because that way you can kind of maximise the use that you've got within here.
Exactly.
Again, you saw that one being the flip side a few moments ago. If we turn that one over, again, you've got a different style of paper within these and you will find that right the way through. It's such a clever idea. Like that. Oh, there you go, the stencil appearing again on a larger scale. Yeah. Gorgeous colours throughout these.
I love that one, yeah.
Beautiful mandala again. Again, the dies, the stamps, all coming together there. Of course, those fabulous stencils as well. Beautiful colours.
Yeah, I think they did a fantastic job. And the quality is good. So it's 190 grams. So,
lovely.
Yeah. So it's a very good quality.
Now, of course, the papers are the only consumable, aren't they? You're going to run out of these as time goes on. So what I do suggest you do is go for an additional paper pack. At the bottom of your screen, you have got those details, $12.99. But of course, it is part of your complete collection. Now, let's give you the housekeeping on that. The details on your screen there are for your complete collection. Now, you are going to get all the savings that were spoken of with your one-day specials. So on both of those, you are going to get that saving. You're also, she works out at, what was the saving on the one-day special, sorry? Just over £13, wasn't it, with those on the one-day special? Yeah, £11. So £22 saving from your one-day specials because we've got 2 of them. Then, of course, you are getting the complete collection with the paper pad, but you are getting that £13 saving on top of the additional savings, giving you 3 flexi buys of £46.61. But you know what? We can do better than that. Freedom members, we've got a cheeky little discount for you. We know how you like those, and that is bringing that price down even further. So it means that for £125.85, you are getting everything with all those savings that were spoken of, but with an additional £26.98. And you can spread the cost over 3 payments. Makes it a very affordable way of getting hold of this one. So if you're wanting to become a Freedom member, now is the time to do it, because you can see there your 3 payments will come down to just £41.95. But what are you getting? You are getting loads. We're going to head down to the demo areas. I tell you, you are going to get your gorgeous blooming branches. You're going to get those bubbles as a die set, the fabulous gateway that we saw there, so ornate, absolutely exquisite. Then, of course, you're going to get all those wonderful stamps in there. You'll make your mark stencil, the mandala. There is so much within this set. It's a brilliant value for money. In fact, it's run onto 2 pages, though. We couldn't fit it onto 1 page. You're getting over 80 elements in total, and it is flying out. We knew we were going to be busy. Didn't quite realise just how busy we were going to be. So if you are getting hold of this, you need to be getting hold of it sooner rather than later. And that's the key thing with this one. Everybody's loving it. Now, we've got the planner. We didn't have a chance to look at it earlier on, but straight away I can see the mandala has been used on the cover.
Yeah, it's been used. So we kind of teased people yesterday a little bit. So I want to kind of flip through that so people can see what's going on. So this is one of the stamps here on shrink foil.
Beautiful.
which is fantastic. So let's open that. So
and
you
these
can
are
see
from the papers?
That's from the paper. And let me say as well, because we have the Facebook page, the ECD Planner Group.
Okay.
And we actually, from today, we have ECD planners and journaling. So
I
the same
noticed
group,
it
yeah. So
change,
because
yeah.
this is works so well together, so the ECD Planner Group is changed the name to ECD Planners and Journaling. So for the people,
ECD
yeah,
as in Elizabeth Craft Designs.
Exactly, yeah. So this is the stencil used on the planner. And then,
oh, who are these lovely ladies?
This is actually Charlene and Ilse. So that's Charlene,
lovely.
that's Ilse. And you can see, so they use staples. They have such like a style that that's new for me as well.
Yeah.
And that's why I like to play here, because I thought, okay, for a lot of people this will be new.
Yes.
So we're going to play. I have some fun. I will have some fun here.
Oh,
so I will flip through some pages, and then I'm just going to play a little bit, and we can do the rest later.
Yes.
So you can right away see the elements here from the planners. And of course, this can be used on cards. We have beautiful cards as well. We'll show those later.
Yes.
So this here, so that's one of the girls. Here, the little text there.
Photos.
Yeah, photos in there. So you can use that. That's the stamp you see there.
Yeah.
The mandala, like the mandala here behind it, just the inside piece.
The
stencil there.
Layers.
Yeah, and here that's from Ilse, the girl from Ilse, and then the die here. And then, of course, you see the paper there.
Well, you see the papers used over and over. I mean, they're 12 by 12s, but you're only using small pieces at a time.
Yeah, you can. I think you can get 2 or 3 pages out of a die. And here she did like the little pictures. She actually stole some from my Facebook page. I saw this, which I really like, because it's so this one here, look at that. So that's the grandchildren.
Fabulous.
But so you see different layers. So the paper used, different layers of the dies. Picture here, stencil here, and then so it's just it is. I love this.
Beautiful.
So but look how beautiful this will be on a card. Like this will be a really nice, just a birthday card or for any occasion. So I love that idea of that one as a card as well. So you can see there is a ton going on here.
There certainly is.
And I love that.
Well, this is important. Those papers, don't forget the papers. You will be using those. You'll be sticking them in place with your planners, your art journals. It might be you even using them for home decor, because some of these you could literally just put into frames and hang on the wall. They're beautiful. $12.99 will get you an additional paper pad, and maybe you're going for one of the one-day specials and you want the papers as well. You can decide on that if you're wanting to, but of course both of those are included within the complete collection at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah.
Now the complete collection, you know what's to do with busy elves?
Yeah.
Already 40% of the stock has gone.
No.
Yeah. 40%. It is. We're not even quarter past 6.
No.
Wow. We're busy.
Oh.
Wow, we've got 2 hours with you, so yeah, this is a little bit worrying to say the least, because we knew it was going to be busy, but didn't really realise just how. So here we go, elves.
Oh my goodness!
Should we get into a demo? Let's start playing. Let's have a little
start playing. Yeah. So what I did. So yesterday I did the. I cut the paper, so that's the page I made. So I cut all the paper. So I thought I'm going to decorate this one to start with. So I just cut all the papers, all the pages. So like during the shows, how many I have, I'm going to play in this planner.
Sounds good.
And I have to tell the people, because that's how I started with the planners as well, and that's honestly true. Everything was new for me.
Okay.
That's the same.
And you had lots of shows yesterday as well, featuring
with the planners. Yeah, I don't know. Are they still online? I don't know.
Yes, they're there for 60 days now.
Oh, but the videos, but the products are still. I don't know if that's still there.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about stock quantities.
Yeah, depending.
The shows themselves, you will be able to go back and watch on Rewind. They were there yesterday, and obviously they'll be there for another 60 days.
Yeah. And so my style, because Ilse and Charlene, they are artists, and I'm not. And I know I'm not the only one that's not an artist.
Much,
so that's why I like to inspire people. So Ilse and Charlene, they have their own Instagram and their own, they have, they're on social media everywhere. But I thought I'm just going to play and show people kind of what I do and how to get started.
So how did you get to meet the girls?
Well, where did I meet them eventually? I don't know. I think through Esther.
Okay.
I think through Esther must be. Yeah. But where did I meet them first? I actually don't know exactly. They will tell me. I will tell you later. Yeah. So what I have here, so planner page. So this is the pocket.
Okay.
And then I thought I'm going to put things on there. And what I'm going to do first, because I tried it and it worked really, really, really well. I am here. What I did is I added embossing powder here.
Pebbles.
So let me show you, because that is such a cool technique. Sorry, I need to turn around. I should have had it already.
I was just having a look at these pebbles. I mean, this is amazing. Again, that's one of the dyes that you're getting.
That's one of the dyes. Yeah, yeah.
Looks like molten metal that you've got there. Wow.
Yeah. And as I say, just because I was early, I'm always early, but I thought, okay, I'm just going to play and see what I'm going to do, and, you know, experience everything new.
So you've used a clear ink pad on there?
Yeah, first I mark on that one, and then I'm going to take a filter and an embossing powder.
Lovely.
And of course you can use any embossing powder for this technique.
Wonderful. Good covering.
And that came out really, yeah, with a coffee filter, of course, you can just...
Do you want me to pop that back into the pot
that
for you?
That would be great, yeah.
I can do that for you, not a problem at all. Thank you.
There you go. And then I have my heat tool here. And that just gives a really nice effect. You know, I thought, oh, that looks really, oh, look at that. That will be really, yeah, really pretty on there, yeah.
Oh, now look at this. You can see the heat already getting to those pads, and they're just starting to go. Oh, wow. It makes it look like it's been cut out of metal now.
I know, isn't it cool?
Yeah.
So that's already something I learned today, because I'm not a big embossing powder user so far, so I thought, okay, I'm just going to play. That's what I did here, and that's, you know.
And obviously adding on the embossing pad, it gives it stability as well, so it makes it stronger.
Exactly.
If you wanted to mould or move it.
Exactly, yeah.
Look at that.
Isn't that cool?
Now, lots of you adding that complete collection into your basket. If you're not a Freedom member already, I do seriously suggest that you do think about becoming one, because we'll explain probably as the hour progresses, but your saving far outweighs what you're actually paying to become a Freedom member. And of course, you will have that complete month's worth of using those benefits. You don't have to continue as a Freedom member if you don't want to, but usually we do find that people do carry on with it.
Okay, so here I have, you see how, and I didn't finish it all because I like it, that it's not like totally,
you
know, I like that look. Effect. Yeah, exactly. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to do that. And then what I did as well, I need to show you, so I stamped on a tea bag. Okay. That's also something I saw from Els and Charlene, apparently that's around for a while already. For me, it was new.
But they can be around for years, but they're always new to
you know,
at some point.
Exactly, yeah. So tea bags, so just your dry tea bags and get your tea out and just stamp on it. So that was cool. And what I did here, before I stamped on it, I put double-sided adhesive, because we have the double-sided adhesive in the show as well.
Oh, right, okay.
We have that size. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Wow, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so that's what I have behind here.
Okay.
So I thought that's cool, and it makes it a little bit more stable, and it made it easier to stamp on as well. Yeah, so I thought that helped.
That's a good point. If you're wanting your adhesive, it's 2.5 inches wide. You've got 25 metres on there for just £12.99, and you can see that's a substantial roll there. If you're wanting to get hold of this, again, you can see they're £3 saving, and as is the case with everything on the show, we've got extended delivery, but it's all worth that wait. 17th of March for everything. It's St. Patrick's Day, I think.
Is it? Yeah.
I think
so what is that? Oh, when we ship it St. Patrick's. Oh, okay. Well, we're in the Netherlands, so we don't do that. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is I might cut off a little bit there.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to put these two on there already.
Lovely.
And these two actually have the double-sided adhesive on the back.
Okay. So you would have applied the adhesive and then die cut afterwards,
yeah, before you die cut, yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, and that's so easy. So I have some of those, and this one doesn't have double-sided. But I actually could put the double-sided adhesive behind it and then do the embossing as well. So this one is without. But and then I think I'm going to put this on there.
Lovely.
Do we have them too low? No, not if that's fine, because it's transparent, so it will shine through anyway.
Look at this is fabulous.
Oh, I'm just going to fold it over a bit. I can do that.
Oh, you can do anything you like, Els. It's mixed media and it's your project, so there's no rules with regards to...
No rules, yeah.
That's the thing. It's all
see, I want to have this one, maybe if I can see, yeah. I think I'll still take it off. No, I just leave it there, that's fine.
I kind of like that, because you can kind of see it coming through.
Yeah, see it coming through, yeah. And in this one, I'm just going to fold to the other side. That's always good.
Yeah. Adhesive there.
And then I think if I'm really, I should just tear it.
Tear as well.
Yeah. There we go. So then I have that. And then I need to have something going on here. So am I going to do, Yeah, I think that will, yeah, that's nice.
Okay.
I like that.
Wonderful.
So you
I've got
see,
your tweezers here just in case you're looking for those.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if you
we
were
have
looking
no.
for them
I
then.
was looking for the glue in this case. So with the tweezers, is we actually have those on the show as well, scissors and
okay.
tweezers. Yeah, because with the stamps, you notice there are no dies.
Yeah.
So we actually fussy cut. But the ladies like Els and Charlene, you don't need to fussy cut very nicely.
Okay.
So you can just, you know, it's mixed media probably. That's probably the idea.
Yeah.
So you can
well,
just.
they've been popular. Yeah.
So you don't need to be too precise.
And that's nice because it kind of takes the pressure off. Oh, that looks lovely there, Els. Good choice. Good choice there. $12.99 if you're wanting those tools. And then, of course, that gorgeous pink colour, as you can see there. And you've got your tweezers there alongside your little snips. And they're very fine detail. So $12.99 for those. Very affordable and definitely worth going for.
I think I need to tear this a little bit as well. I'm a lot of times I'm too neat of a crafter.
Yes, because it's quite a different style, isn't it?
It's a different style, yeah. So that's why I think I need to get used to it, but that's why it's so cool to work with. And so I think that's, you know, I think that's nice already.
Yeah.
And I can add, because I have, oh, here I have one of the flowers actually cut out already. So I might add that there.
Yes, yeah.
Are we doing okay?
Yeah, we're doing fabulous. I'm loving this. It's all
it's playing, and that's why what I like about it. And for me, it's we always say it's creative freedom with the planners.
It is.
Well, this is really freedom.
Definitely.
And I need to learn like freedom.
But sometimes what you'll probably find is that something that I've found is when you'll do a page and you'll be, yeah, I like that, and you'll step away from it. You might come back a couple of months later and look at it and think, actually, I'm going to add this in that corner. Or as Leonie says, if you've done something and at that moment you don't love it, but you're not sure what to do with it, just set it aside.
Yeah, exactly.
And come back on a different
day. Come back in it later.
Yes.
Here, and now I think we have a
beautiful.
fantastic planner page. And then we can add something. I think I have a piece of watercolor paper.
Ah, yes.
And what I did, I did a stencil already. So what I will do, I will stencil on it, but then I need to leave it to dry because it needs to dry. You see, so this is the mandala that I did earlier. Isn't that beautiful?
It's gorgeous. So, the thing that I struck as well, I mean, this is gorgeous. Are we going to, are you going to go through the stencil
Yes, I
now?
will do the stencil, yeah.
So this is the kind of result that you will get. Obviously, it takes time to dry, but look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. Now, half the stock of the complete collection has gone, and it will include, obviously, your 4 stencils, including that beautiful mandala that you can see there. And I love this. The size of this is incredible. Love the way that it's kind of got half of the mandala because it gives you choices. You can either use that as half on a planner page, or maybe replicate it, do one half, then double it over, and then create that huge mandala piece if you're wanting to, or just use part of it just as a segment, or just pick out a certain area. Absolutely beautiful. And of course the beauty is that dependent on what you're using, you can create things like resists when you come in with your watercolour over the top there. Your gel mediums will help you create those, and of course you'll have lots of those in your stash already, but it's the mandalas and those gorgeous stencils that give you the ability to create those fabulous intricate details, as you can see. First one day special, or set 1, has got these 2 fabulous stencils in there, but of course in the complete collection you are getting those, but in the set 2 you will have your others, which are these ones here. Now the one day special details pop back up again just in case you want to go for your one day special. To be honest, you're probably going to be in a bit of a minority because most people are going for the collection, the complete collection. I just can't lay my hands on the other stencil at the moment, but you have got them all there within there. Oh, there it is.
Found it. You know, I had so many things going on here. Like I prepped so many little pieces that I thought, oh, I'm not going to find everything. So I'm trying to remember where I put everything. But it's, you know, then I just play with something else. That's fine.
Now.
But it is, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take like an opaque paste, and that of course needs to dry, so we need to get back to that later, and then I will just like watercolor over it a bit.
Lovely.
And so I put it together like on the back.
It's just like putting butter on bread.
I know. And what I learned from the ladies as well, of course, I would like cover the whole thing perfectly. Not necessary.
Okay.
So I think a little bit at the bottom. I think this will do it. Look at that.
Fabulous.
Isn't that cool?
That is
And
brilliant.
this, by the way, this is the, I have to say, this is the watercolor paper.
Okay.
From
yes,
the,
we've got that. Yes, yeah.
That was on this morning.
Okay, lovely. Have you got some water to pop that into?
Yes, I have that here behind me. Yeah.
So yeah, if you want that watercolour cardstock, we have got the details on your screen. It's 280 GSM. It's a really good weight.
It is very nice, I have to say.
It's fabulous quality.
Yeah, you get like you get that whole pack. It's amazing.
Yeah, yes.
Like you got a full, like it's a stack for.
Yes,
so I thought, oh, that's a really good price.
Quite a big wad of paper.
I know, and it's really nice to cut pages as well for the planner because it's a very heavy weight.
With 280 GSM, so it's cardstock more than paper.
I know,
yeah,
it's really nice. So you can like really work with water as well on that. So that's cool. So this one needs to dry, and then I'm going to pop that in here.
Lovely. Okay.
When I'm done.
Wonderful, and there you go. And obviously cut to size so it'll fit in that fabulous pocket.
Yeah, so I did that already. Yeah, and then I can put that, and I can put it in there.
Okay, shall I put that over the back?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so it can dry. Yeah, absolutely.
Lovely. There we go. Wonderful, so there you go. If you're wanting to work with those stencils, any of those mediums you've got, the paste, your mediums, or those textures, you can actually use alongside those, and you've got the intricate detail of those stencils. I mean, it's going to go right through those holes. Oh, what have you got there now?
Yeah, well, yesterday I worked on a page here and I said, oh, I'm going to save the inside pieces because I wanted to put that in my planner as well. So this page I made yesterday, so that's the paper.
Okay.
And then this is one of the dies we had, and this is like the dropout pieces because I cut it out of watercolor as well.
Yes.
So that's the pieces that drop out there. So I can like now stamp on there. Yeah, so they fit back in. Has the tape on the back.
Yeah.
So I can just stick them in there and then watercolor. So I thought that was cool. But now I actually think since I'm in the swing of the stenciling, or I think we need to do something here as well before I put those pieces in.
Yes.
So I can either add something from the pieces I have here, or I can, let me see what I have. Oh, I like that one. Let me see. Oh, the lantern will be nice on here.
Oh, yes, that would look nice. The drama with the black, yes.
Yeah, exactly. So I have the lanterns here, and so double-sided adhesive on the back, die cut it, and this is a little bit heavier cardstock, and it's a more detailed die. So when you die cut it, it will not, like you see, it will not release from all the way from the back. So then I take my tweezer, and I did that already. So then I take my tweezer and kind of poke out the pieces, and then it just comes off. So I don't take it out of the cardstock because the release sheet will stay in the back there. You see, so it will stay there. So it's a very easy way. So now it's just, it sticks. So
and pop that down wherever you want to. Then I like that idea.
Again,
this particular die is part of set 2 with your one-day specials, but of course it's in the complete collection. Keep referring back to the complete collection because that's the way that the majority of you are going for these. But yeah, half the stock has gone. Just to give you a little time check out. We've had about half of the first show, so yeah, about halfway through that first hour.
Okay.
And 50% of the stock is gone.
I hope if my husband is watching and Mark is watching.
You might be getting a phone call later on.
I have no idea how to deal with that. But yeah, well, the ladies will be happy. But oh, you know, this one I put on later after I.
So you might want to put those pieces down. Yeah. Shall we have a little look at what the design team have been up to them? Because we've got a fabulous little video to share with you. Because all those wonderful finished samples that have been brought in by the design team have been filmed, put together in a fabulous montage. So I think it's a perfect opportunity for us to check that out. Have a look at this. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, there's such a bright use of colour in there, but then you've kind of got some grungy looks with these as well. And I think that's the beauty of a collection, that you can use it in so many different ways. Maybe wanting to go down that kind of romantic feel with perhaps your pinks and those kind of watercolour tones, but then maybe the vibrancy and the bright impact that you've got from some of those colours as well. And of course, the drama of the black in there as well. Absolutely perfect. But of course, we're talking about the one-day special. Well, I say one-day special, it's specials because we've got 2 of them. So the first one that we've got is kind of from my hand, from the mandala stencil here, right the way across to those fabulous dies that you can see there, and of course the beautiful stamps. Now we haven't had a close look at these, but you've got so many elements within here. The gorgeous kind of blossoms that you've got here being that first die. You've actually got 2 of those within there, and you can see they're gorgeous little elements. Love the way that the hearts actually form part of the foliage there with those beautiful. As we work our way along, those pebbles, I mean, I love the way that this could kind of be tessellated. You could kind of cut several of these and make a fabulous background. Even make a stencil with those, to be honest. And of course, if you need to recut it because your cardstock's got a little bit damp, then of course you can do that easily. But these gates, have a look at this. The ornate gateway, you've got 2 dies there. If I just move that stencil just out of the way just for a few moments, you can see there you've got your kind of your left and your right with regards to those. Whether you have them opening as gates or whether you have them back to back, they are going to be incredible for you to work with. But then it's the stamps. The stamps with the most incredible artwork in here. You can see the words and the layers, they're exactly that. You've got inspirational words there and layers of designs that have been built up, multi-layers to give you so much interest with these. And the beautiful ladies we can see here, absolutely idyllic, drawing gorgeous artwork throughout the whole collection. Love this little set here that you've got, because you've got individual leaves, but you've almost got swags of, well, it almost looks like cherry blossom with this one. Beautiful to frame your artwork. But then you've got those stencils as well. And the beauty is you've got 2 stencils. The mandala, I've just fallen in love with this mandala. This is the artwork from the stencil. So when you actually get your stencils through, they'll be like this when you receive them. But of course, if you are using, when I hold these up, it doesn't show them off to their fullness. So when they come to you, you will have them like this, and then you'll, I don't think they come with the ring, but yes, you will get the stencils. And then of course, if you are inking through them, these are the kind of results you get. Mandala, you've got your large piece there, as you can see, but of course you could just use a segment of that if you wanted to. And I love this one with the honeycomb and the hearts and the lines and the little crosses and dots. It's almost like you've got 4 different stencils within that one stencil, or you could use it just in its entirety. That is set 1. That is your first one-day special that we've brought to you. Set 2, slightly different. Again, sort of same configuration. You've got the same number of dies and stamps, but on this occasion it's called set 2. So across the top here, you can see you've got your, in the centre there, you've got obviously your mandala. We'll come back to that one in a few moments. But have a look at the seed pods that you've got. We saw Els using that just a few moments ago, and I love that. They're almost like little, I think they're Japanese lanterns, the flower that comes from these. I know our viewers will know the exact flower that I'm talking about. Beautiful elements that you've got there. The seed pod, the mandala, absolutely exquisite with regards to those. Absolutely beautiful. Then you've got the lanterns, and I love this. You've got your almost Victorian lantern, but then you've got the one that's on the bracket there. Snip into that one if you just want to use the bracket in its own right. Maybe you just want to use a little lantern. Then more of these beautiful stamps. Absolutely gorgeous artwork, inspirational for your art journals. And again, there you can see the cherry blossom coming through. And of course, it's good to have an alphabet. And I love this because it's very in keeping with the style, that kind of doodle element that you've got, and keeps in line with this, obviously the stencils that you're getting as well. Because you've got that scripted stencil that we saw a few moments ago that Els was working with. Lots of fine detail in that one. I think that's a nice one. And then you kind of got those strung beads with that other stencil that you've got. Again, a really nice one to work with. And depending on how you use them, you get different results. We've seen, obviously, with the planner, with the journal a few moments ago, some gorgeous ideas. But have a look at this. That is beautiful. Now, with the complete collection, you will get everything that I have just shown you. You can see with each one of those one-day specials, you are saving £11. So overall, on the complete collection, as you would expect, you're going to be saving the £22. But it gets even better than that, because you are also getting an additional saving, and you are getting the most incredible paper pack with these as well. So have a look at this. In addition to your £22 saving, if you're not a Freedom member, you can see there you are saving again. Actually gives you a £35 saving with regards to those. So if you're wanting obviously your papers, then these are included as well. So you don't have to worry about adding them in, they are already there. They are available incidentally by themselves for an additional £12.99, and I would suggest you think about getting those, because when you do see them, you will see that rusty weathered collection papers are absolutely beautiful. Now, 3 flexi buys is the way that you can get hold of your complete collection. If you're not a Freedom member, it works out at £46.61. Everything will be sent with that first payment that leaves your account today, along with your post and packing. But then you are going to be able to get this with your Freedom membership, bringing those payments down to £41.99. £2.95. Now, you're loving these papers by themselves. I've just brought the details up on the screen there. 3/4 of the stock of these have gone. Now, the beauty of this is when you actually look at these papers, the flip side has been mixed up. So you will see this paper repeated, but it will have a different flip side, which means that you can really maximise the use of these designs. But of course, you can build upon these as well. The mandala, we've seen that as the stencil, we've seen that as the die. These gorgeous little foliage elements, you've got those available as well. So it really does mean that you can build them up. Now, this is what I was talking about. Those two papers there are exactly the same. But if I flip that one over, you can see you've almost got that rust effect there. But if I flip this second one over, I'm not sure what we've got on the other side, but it's totally different. There you go. Equally so, if we take that next version of that one, flip that one over again, and again, it's almost like you're getting a surprise every single time, a different result there again. But again, the artwork is echoed throughout, and that is the key thing, because everything works so beautifully well together. You know that by going for that complete collection, you really are maximising your usability. Now, the complete collection's got loads in there. You've got over 80 elements. Half the stock has gone, and you've got your blooming branches die set there. You've got your fabulous bubbles. The ornate gateway is featuring within that one as well. I love that. Spring Fling. What a fabulous title there for that stamp set. And then, of course, you've got things like your words and layer stencils there, the mandalas as well, both in stencil and die format. So you can see that it really is a fabulous deal to go for. Most of you are going for that complete collection. I know I've mentioned it before, but it needs to be said because, of course, the stock that we've got allocated for the whole day, this is going through until tomorrow evening, already 50% of the stock has gone, so it's phenomenal. And this watercolor card
It is really nice. And yeah, when I got it, because I already took like a few off as well. Yeah. It's amazing.
Getting loads within here. Yeah. You're actually getting 80 sheets, 280 GSM, and you can see there you've got your tooth on one side, and it's kind of a little bit smoother on the other side. There's a slight difference in them, but not hugely so. But £19.99, that is brilliant.
It is really, it's really nice. I was really surprised. Good. I thought, oh, that's really good.
Now, Els, what are you up to?
Well, I want to do, because I want to prep this one as well. I want to stencil on this one as well, on this page. So that can dry, and then we can work on that later.
Okay. And which stencil are you going to go for?
Maybe this one.
Okay,
that's nice. Because I know the girls the ladies stenciled on it. So for me, they're girls. They're actually the age of my daughter. So that's why I say girls, but they're ladies, of course. I always think my kids say kids, which is not true. Sometimes
they always are.
Oh my goodness! Sometimes they say something, and then Mark says, "Oh, Mum, you know how old I am." And Josette does the same. And it's true. I know, but you know,
they're always using some tape here.
Yeah, they're always your kids, isn't it? That's just what it is.
That's it.
Let me get the sheet underneath there. That is not coming on the table. And oh, you know what I might do, because I have a transparent one as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, that
I might do a transparent, like because then I can, transparent matte. Let's see what that does.
Wonderful. And of course, if you are looking for your mediums, your gels, we've got a whole host of them on the website.
I actually have a I use blue in here.
Oh, I see.
So we do transparent gloss.
Okay, that sounds good.
If I have a blue page, I can use the one I messed up.
These are all things that you learn as time goes on.
I know. Yeah.
Now, the papers by themselves, if that is something that you're thinking of getting hold of, maybe to extend your complete collection, 80% of the stock has gone of those, £12.99. You are getting your beautiful pages in there. 12 by 12s, as you can see there, 888462. So, yeah, add them into your basket and check your baskets out if you are wanting those. So
this will probably just give a little bit of texture then when it's dry.
Lovely.
Which is good.
And it's nice because, of course, with the clear gels, they act as that resistor. You'll still see that paper coming through.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I thought I use clear here. And then I can work on that when it's dry.
Lovely.
And I love this stencil because we had it, I used it, I made some glitter paste as well.
Oh, nice. It's a nice one as well, because once it's dried, obviously on the piece there, you could actually reapply it horizontally, couldn't you, if you wanted to?
I could, yes.
Like a checkerboard
that's
effect.
A good idea. We can do that.
Wait until it dries first. I'm going to put that in our
put that away.
area.
Put this one in the water.
We need it like at school where they have a little clothesline and the pegs.
We hang everything.
Building quite a collection, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly.
But now, of course, everything that we're working with is coming from the complete collection, and you've got the details there upon your screen. But it's all about adding that interest. Can I just show everybody this tag book?
Yes, that's done by Anita. She actually used all the stencils and she used different techniques. So you see some paste, so there's space there. She actually wrote on the back what it is.
Oh, she written it on the back. Oh, so if I hold it like that, there we go, and then you can tell us.
So what is that? Something like a paste, lava paste.
Oh, let's have a little look. Cosmic shimmer.
Lava paste.
Lava paste.
Yeah,
oh, okay, right.
And that's of course a crackle paste. The next one.
Oh yes, you can see the crackle featuring.
And then she used like distress ink or like an ink on there.
Oh, look at that.
That's like a shiny one with flakes in it.
Wow,
so just the white on white,
isn't it?
Yeah, it is really nice. And just the top,
nice.
Love that. Yeah.
Just a little accent there. Wonderful. Oh, and of course that fabulous one with all the
that's the words. Yeah, the script one.
Now this is nice because you kind of got a layer on a layer.
Top, yeah. So that's from the planners, from the planner line as well. We had that in the show yesterday in the reinforcements, and so everything was in there.
And again, that stencil within your complete collection, you've got certain segments of it's kind of mixing it up. In fact, I've got the stencil here, so you can see the little area that you've got at the end there being almost like noughts and crosses, and then of course that area that you've got there being that section that you've got there. I love this idea. And of course the one that Els has just been working with.
Yeah, she actually did layers, you see. So she did like a lighter colour and then a darker colour on top. So it's kind of layering that stencil.
The honeycomb's a lovely one as well.
Yeah, with the hearts, yeah.
Now, incidentally, those stencils by themselves have sold out. So if you did want to get the stencils by themselves, then sadly you're no longer able to do that. The only way you can get hold of them is via the 2 one-day specials or, of course, the complete collection. Els, that is beautiful.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did very. I thought like, well, it's a mandala, of course, but it reminded me like. Yeah, some art like the colourful, like exactly. Yeah.
And I love the little use of the white there as well.
Yeah, white gel pen.
Yeah, beautiful.
And yeah, she did a great job there.
Certainly did.
Yeah, and we should. So I will work on my planner, but we should. Can I get a little look through that one?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shall I hold it for you?
Yeah, that's good because there's a lot going on. This is a rec journal that I actually got from Ilse. I told her I wanted it, and it was hard to refuse.
I can imagine.
So this is actually ik met liefde. That's actually that's her. Ik met liefde, it means me with love, kind of, you know.
Okay,
that's what, and that's a wreck journal. Never heard about it, but apparently you just throw it on the floor and then it gets damaged. So this is fun because this is actually the original artwork for the stamp that's in there.
Wow.
So that's her artwork. So she drew that.
Actually sketched that in.
So she drew it, and that eventually became the stamp.
But of course, you do get the stamp, so you could replicate that using your stamp.
Yeah. And so there's lots going on there, and you will see you see newspaper. Yeah, if you go on.
Anything that you want to add in, you can. Again,
yeah, and that's the other original artwork as well.
Wow.
And you see the little stamp here, so that's one of the stamps there. It's fun.
Isn't it just adding all those?
And here you go.
Oh, look,
so that's a shrink foil one, and then you see a little bit of the honeycomb stencil there with a glitter paste.
And all of this content, and I love this because this is something that will just grow and grow.
And
that's a clever idea.
Yeah, so that's the bubbles, and then the flowers pages. That's the stencil, and then actually the text that I see here, that's from what does it say? Kind of silly, kind of awesome. Yes. Kind of silly, kind of awesome. So that one, a mandala, and then the girls on there as well.
Mandala cut from those papers.
From the papers, yeah. So it's fun because when so I got it from her in the I'll take that. That's kind of a piece I can tell you. It was in the pocket there, but so there you see the stamp on here. So that's the stamp. Yeah, that's also the stamp. That's actually a beautiful, beautiful stamp. You see the flowers in there, so it's a combination of a flower stamp and then the background in there. So the background you also see on the papers. So they really combine it. But what we did is like, I got this in Frankfurt in Germany, and we played in that book for like 2 days because we added and we played in it, and they painted something for me. That's the paper.
And of course that gorgeous lady,
little
girl there.
Yeah. So it's just part of the mandala, and then in the corner you see the stamp.
Yes,
you see there. Yeah.
And of course, these are pages that get added to. You can
you keep playing. So that's why I really enjoyed it. So I didn't know the fence in there.
Look.
Yeah.
Those fabulous gates, those ornate gates there. Again, the dies coming into place there.
Yeah, and the stamp on the vellum, which is pretty.
Oh, and again over here, those pods.
Yeah.
That's a nice idea where you've got them cut in 2 different papers.
Yeah, 2 different colours, yeah.
Is that fabulous?
And yeah, it is. You know, they did a fantastic job. It's fun.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, and you can write in it, of course.
Oh,
so
that's
it's just
a nice idea.
Yeah,
Coming
that's
out horizontally, yeah.
They do things upside down. There's actually one of the papers that Ilse had. That's the stamp actually. That's the stamp colored by Ilse or Charlene. I don't know. And the other side of Mandela. So one of the papers had the text upside down, and there's still like one little part that still has it. And the other one I could really read. I said, Ilse, that text is upside down. She said, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. I said, that's too much for me. So there's still a little bit upside down in there on one of the pages.
And it is a
but look at that stamp. So that's the stamp. Can I grab it? That's this stamp there. So you can. You know, it doesn't do it justice if you see. You see, so that's what's used on the. There you go. You see, that's the stamp there. Isn't that gorgeous?
Beautiful. And you can see those multi-layers. Because sometimes when you look at that, you might think, oh, that's 2 or 3 stamps that have been put one on top of the other.
Yeah, that's only one stamp, but you can only see what's going on, and you can add a little bit of color. We actually have a beautiful card, so we will show that in a second. Absolutely that shows fabulous. These stamps really nicely.
Everything is flying out, as we said before. There you go, Els. I'll let you have that. That stamp set that we were just looking at, I didn't notice that actually you've got those fabulous little sentiments there. This does form part of your complete collection, and you've got your little elements there. So we saw kind of silly, kind of awesome being featured within that fabulous little rec book that we saw there. Stronger Together, her bees needs, unstoppable and super cute. Yeah. But then you've got those build-ups here that you can see. These are
and then in the top it says we are. So that's kind of the base for we are unstoppable. We are
so kind of silly, kind of awesome.
Exactly.
I see. Clever idea. Do like that. Now, do you remember those papers that I was telling you about? I need to give you a little bit of an update with regard to these ones, Els. They are limited in stock. Next stock will be sold out. So yeah, if you are looking at getting hold of these, please do think about getting them quickly, because you could well miss out on them. Of course, we will be continuing to use them because they are part of the complete collection. But if you were thinking about getting an additional set to use once you have exhausted the first kind of release of those, then you need to be quick. You need to get hold of them quickly.
Yeah.
Back to your journal.
Okay, yeah, where's my page? I added some, I know it's in here. Oh, did I? Oh, I did paste on the back.
So you've got the paste on it drying,
No, that's not that one. That's not that one. It must be in here. No, it must be in here. I love that one.
That looks fabulous.
That one. Oh, here I got it. Yeah, here I got it. So I actually stamped. So what I did is, so this one I did earlier. Yes. So I did I added glitter to the paste, and then so this is the opaque, like the matte transparent one, so it isn't that shiny. So I'm going to watercolor a little bit over this, and then of course I can watercolor in here as well. So I'm going to do that, but I first wanted to kind of watercolor that one a little bit, and that's I've seen Charlene doing it, and I'm going to try.
Okay, let's go for it.
I hope I make her proud. Yeah,
I'm sure you will.
So I'm just going to take a watercolor. And I think I can actually spray the paper a little bit. And these watercolors I have...
You can go with wet into this, loads of different techniques. Wetting it to start with and then dropping your colour in, or... Yes.
And I have to say those watercolors will come later, because I officially had them on the show, but we couldn't make it on time. So watercolors we will bring in another show. Wonderful. And I already know which one, because we have something fun coming up in April.
Oh, okay.
And I hope to get them then. So yeah, also fun. So I just wet the paper a little bit, and I know she uses a lot of water.
Well, it helps that paint travel, doesn't it, and move around the design. You can see, obviously, if you're wanting to use your watercolour cardstock, then do definitely add in that cardstock that we've been chatting about. Details are at the bottom of the screen there, just to show you this, just while Els is choosing her colours there. You are getting 80 sheets. 80 sheets, so that's 280
Yeah, I have to say it's amazing. Quality is amazing. It's heavy, so it's really easy to use, and it blends beautifully. So
Els, you added some gorgeous colours there. That lends itself well.
Oh, I see you doing this. I know she dabs.
No, that's all. This is it. This is what it's about. It's kind of going with it and just seeing what the results are. That's exploring.
And probably I'm not going to. I'm going to. You know, I like light green. I'm going to add some green there. So
that's nice. Yes, that works well. And that's in balancing it out, nice.
So again, I'm not a watercolorer at all.
But it's kind of, you look at the area that you've got and think, well, that area, that corner, that section needs a colour. Which colour shall I bring in? And then of course, as you're doing there, dabbing that colour away. Oh, Els, that looks amazing.
I think.
That looks good.
And then we're going to edge a little bit on the side, probably with some ink.
Yeah.
And then you have a beautiful page. And of course, I should add some watercolor here as well on the side. Oh, that's way too strong.
But of course, adding more water or lifting it out with your tissue as you go.
Exactly, yeah. And of course, that stencil is just absolutely.
That looks fabulous.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, news for you folks.
No.
Think it's about those papers. Is it the papers? Technically, they have sold out, so thank you to everybody that took advantage of those papers. We have still got them in the complete collection, though, so if you haven't managed to get hold of them yet, then don't worry, you will get hold of them in the complete collection. But by themselves, sadly, we have to say goodbye to them. Complete collection, we're going to bring those details in, just in case you do want to get the papers that way. And don't forget, the price on your screen is a phenomenal price. You've got your 2 savings, your £22 saving from your one-day special, but you've also got a Freedom Members discounted price with this one as well. So if you've got a Freedom Members Freedom membership, then the price is going to come down to £125.85p.
So we're going to edge this a little bit.
You're saving nearly £50 we've just calculated if you're a Freedom member.
Yeah, for the complete collection.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Oh, well, this looks fabulous. What colour are you using there? It's a lovely colour.
This is faded jeans.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then, of course, when you have the planners, you can add the reinforcements on there as well.
You had a busy shows yesterday as well, didn't you?
Yeah, it was fun. And you know, I like to be in the studio because it's I don't have a lot of time to craft at home because I'm always busy, which is, you know, I should make time, but that's just what it is. And here I can just play. That's why I'm like, I hardly go out for lunch or whatever. I just want to be here. And it's so nice because in the studio, I have my desk for myself like all week, like all day. So I can come and go as I please. So that's fantastic.
Els,
so
that looks amazing.
Yeah, isn't that nice? So you can add a picture to that, or of course we can add elements as well.
Nice,
I like that.
Design. So would you consider yourself to be a beginner when it comes to mixed media?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Okay. I'm not a mixed media.
So when did you first get involved with kind of mixed media and this style of crafting?
Because of Els and Charlene.
So within the
a little bit with Esther, of course, but Esther has her own style. She uses a lot of ephemera.
Yes,
like
all the little,
all the little things.
Watches and things like that.
And that's what we noticed with the planners already. Like people, really a lot of people have everybody has their own style.
Yes.
And there are people that say, okay, I'm not creative myself, I just copy, which is perfect because that's why we have the group. But like getting a little bit more freedom, you know, that's you know, I need to learn that. I need to learn that.
How have you got on with that? I mean, have you felt confident to start with, or is it just like little time, like baby steps?
Baby steps and go back to pages, like because I know I probably leave pages too clean for now.
Okay.
And then I will go back and add to it. Yeah.
That's the beauty
because
of that,
I love that. So no, I think I'm going to add this one here.
That looks nice.
Yeah, I like that. And this one doesn't have adhesive on the back, and I probably can.
See, this is a nice one. If you cut it, you can keep the elements and kind of put them back in.
Exactly. You know, I actually saved those. I didn't emboss, but I have them here because that's
keep them in a little
it looks like little rocks or whatever.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, I can bring those back somewhere, and
that's a good idea.
I'm probably going to I'm going to snip this. And what I'm going to do as well, learn that, because this will be hard to glue down.
Okay.
They staple.
Well, this is a bit strange, isn't it, using staples for, you know, for actually keeping things in place. It is a popular way of doing it.
I know, yeah, and that's, you know, that's new for me. That's new for me. So, and of course, when you staple, it will also keep the keep it in place. So where I glued it down, it will eventually stick down. But now I don't need to hold it. So. One more here, I think, and then
Fabulous.
And then we snip this, because then we can actually use this one.
Well, this is it. I mean, you can either use it on the other side or to the top of your project.
Yeah, exactly.
Or save it for another project altogether. And of course, those little snips come in very useful.
You see now you have a beautiful base, so stapling that as well. Here.
Are you going to use the other half on this page, or are you going to use it for another project?
I think I should save it for another I think that's too much.
Okay.
Do you like it there?
I like it like that. I must
You
admit.
like it like that? Okay.
But it's your page.
No, I'm going
it's
to do
your
it.
Page.
Or can I use it here?
Oh, actually,
Oh, I
just
like
look
that.
like
I like
looks
that.
good on there. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
We put this away for a second.
I love that. Can I just show everybody that though? Because have a look at this. I mean, that is a blank canvas that's been brought together with the fabulous. Obviously, there's glitter that you used in that paste to start with. That was something that you blended yourself.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. We have I need to bring in our glitter as well because we have the most beautiful glitter.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
Of course, you've got the fabulous pebbles that we just saw a few moments ago featuring there. Absolutely amazing. And of course, that gorgeous backdrop that you've got with all those gorgeous colours that you've brought in. Can I bring the planner back in for us to have a little thumb through some of those pages as well?
Yeah, no, you need to have that one.
Oh, this
from
one
the girls.
over here?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not ready to show off yours yet.
Well, no, there's not a lot going on there, like yet. Yeah, so because we went through a few pages. Let me go in. Like I think we did only a few here. We did that one. Did we see that? Yeah, I think we saw that one already.
Now, this is similar to the one that you were working on.
Yeah, that's a pocket here. She actually used watercolor paper, I see. And but that's the die. That's the girl, of course. That's one of the dies. The fence here, and then it says here we are super cute.
And that's where I love that idea with that stamp set. You start off with we are, and then adding in,
Yeah, and then but you see they're all about layers, and that's it's super cool, super cool.
If you invested in those dies yesterday, I mean they lend themselves so well to the elements. And I love the way they're kind of just poking through those little frames there.
But of course, all these elements work really nice on cards as well. That's what I like about it.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
And this is the thing, when you're working with any of these, quite easy, you could be putting them into
cards.
A card, yes.
Yeah.
It just adds so much interest, isn't it? All those pockets. And
I know, isn't it? That's what's so super cool. And when I got it and I started to flip through it, I thought, oh, it's so cool. And here they have some of their own work there.
Yeah.
Oh no, this was actually, was this? Oh no, this is their own work because they also have something from Anne in there. Here you see. Oh, this is created by Anne. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But here I noticed this one. Here I would glue this down.
Oh, okay.
But then I thought, okay, they left it here.
But that could almost be like a marker, couldn't
I know,
it? Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
So I saw that this morning. I thought, oh, that's still loose. Yeah.
Isn't that gorgeous? There you go.
Here
That's just one of the things you could be doing with